Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of EDU 600. Our week number 9 starts on Monday, which is Monday, October 24th. So congratulations on making it to week number 9. I hope things are going well. And today looks like a gorgeous day in Maine, sunny, beautiful. The leaves in my backyard are probably beyond peak, and it's going to be just a beautiful sunny day. So I hope everybody is doing well and has an opportunity to get outside if time permits. So let's get to week number 9. Week number 9, we're going to be looking at two different designs and two different types of research. The first one is factorial designs, and the second is single subject research. The factorial designs is probably something that not many of you, at least from what I could see in your first article capture, I didn't see any of these designs in there. It's a type of research. I have a very simple definition here. It's in this type of research, it investigates the influence of two or more treatments and or levels of treatments in a single study. So it can also get into more details on other variables. I've always found personally this to be a little bit confusing. And it's from my experience, at least the type of research that I've been involved with, we rarely touch upon this type of design. So it doesn't mean that you might not encounter it, but I have to say in the scheme of everything that we've been studying this semester, this would be it's a good subject to know, but you don't have to dig into a tremendous amount of detail on it unless you find out that you have in your article capture two, maybe one or two, even one studies that uses this design. So that is one of the main topics. The other one is single subject research, and you may know this as single case experiments. And as I said, it's popular in the fields of special education and counseling. So for those that are involved with counseling and or special ed, you may be involved with this kind of research, or you may have been involved with some kind of research. It's basically an individual that is being treated. Just as it says, in single subject research, the participant serves as both the control and the treatment group. So unlike last week where we were looking at experimental designs, in experimental designs you have a control group and you have the treatment group. In single subject, it's the person, you are in effect trying various treatments on one person. So that, therefore, they are the control and the treatment group. So there's some issues with this type of research. External validity, meaning that studies involving single subject designs that show particular treatment to be effective in changing behavior must rely on replication across individuals rather than groups. So once again, this is individuals. You're treating individuals, and I think the thing with the validity is it's hard to replicate beyond the individual. And as we know, individuals are unique and they respond differently to various treatments. So I think this is a very important type of research. From my experience, there are quite a few students in this class and previous classes that I've had that actually look at single subject research, or a single subject research study or two pops up actually in their 6 for the article captures. So those are the subjects. You're watching the video. I will make the materials as we speak. The materials for this week are available. Now, nuts and the bolts. I'd like you to read Chapter 9 and Chapter 10, watch the videos, and then due next week, next Sunday, and I want to say by midnight, but I'm going to change this midnight thing because I would prefer people not staying up to midnight to try to get this in. If you need a little extra time, a day or so, please just let me know. You don't have to stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning and hit that deadline. I'm most concerned that you have the time necessary to submit the 3 more articles that would make your 6. So once again, if I only vetted just say 1 or 2, it means that you, in this article capture, which is article capture 2, you might have to submit to me 4 or maybe 5. So if you have any questions on that, please let me know. And I also put some information in here. This is, in effect, an advance organizer. Due not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, we will be the the quantitative critique or the experimental critique that you were discussing as a group this past week. That is due. So if you want, for whatever reason, I think most people are going to be focusing in on the article capture 2 and submitting that to me by next Sunday night. But like I said, if you need more time, let me know. But if you do want to get going on the actual, this past week, you've been working on the group assignments, and in the following week, November 6th, this assignment is due. So if you want to get going on it early, some people may, here's all the information on that. So beyond the experimental critique, and like I said, it's due November 6th. Oh, something just happened there. Okay, so there's the information. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Information, and then we have the videos. Sorry. These are great videos. So to help you understand the 2 topics that are at hand this week, I encourage you to take a look at that. And I just wanted to mention to everybody, we think that COVID is done, and but we're not done with it. There's people in my family that are recently have recently been diagnosed with COVID. So COVID's alive and well. So if you're having any outbreaks, any health concerns, either physical or mental health concerns, and you need some help with anything, please reach out to me. I continue to be as flexible as I possibly can, and if you need some additional assistance, please just let me know, and we can work something out. So that is the materials for the week. We have the article capture 2, which is due next Sunday, and then I put in the experimental critique assignment, including in here, if you want to take a look at it, there is an exemplar. So, and there's guidelines, but I'm going to just show you where the exemplar is. I'm going to click on the title. Coming here, this is the second page. We have an exemplar here, and we have guidelines. All you have to do is click on the exemplar. I know some people had trouble finding the exemplar for the qualitative critique, but here it is. So once again, you just have to click on the assignment. So I did want to just mention, as we move forward with quantitative methods, I did want to mention the significance, the whole significance of results, meaning the p-value. Now, the p-value signifies if you have a low p-value, and this is, believe me, this is just very basic information, but it's something that I really like to see if it's included in your research studies, because it really does tell us, are the results statistically significant? So the p-value, excuse me, the p-value, if it's less than 0.05, it means that there's statistically significant results. And what that means is that it's saying that the results between the 2 groups, the error isn't caused by humans. It's caused by the actual numbers. So when you see, kind of just make it as basic as possible. When you see a p-value that is less than or equal to 0.05, and that's usually the conventional alpha that's used for experiments. When you see it, P is less than or equal to 0.05. If you have a number that is less than that, it means that the tests are statistically significant. If it is, just say the p-value is 1.0, it means that there are no statistical significant differences, and the difference between, just say, the groups could be caused by human error, or sampling error. So that, in a nutshell, is what when I'm talking about p-value, and what I'd like you to mention it in the actual papers that you do, meaning in the experimental critique and also in the final paper. I'll talk about this a little more in the upcoming weeks about the final paper. I also, anytime you can put in a p-value to support what you're saying, is beneficial. It's beneficial to me because it indicates to me that you understand what the p-value is, and you're actually putting in the p-value to show me. So that's a little bit for me. If you're interested in kind of a little more detail on this in a very easy to understand way, take a look at the videos, but also take a look at page 144 and 145. That kind of cuts through a lot of information, and it talks about t-test and it talks about the p-values. So that is it for me. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will have, let me go one more thing before we go. Excuse me. So here we are. We have, the visual displays, everybody should have that. The qualitative critiques, everybody should have that. I noticed there's a couple of people that have already submitted the article capture. So if you're interested in what's upcoming, take a look at the assignment queue and you can see where we're at. If you have any questions on the grading, any questions on comments, please let me know. So have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you online. Bye.